Alright, I told you that I'll be back on here for part two, which you're going to be explaining, and this is one I feel like is one of the biggest things, because it's one of the things that I struggled with, is when things are taking forever to manifest, or if it seems like that something isn't manifesting at all, okay? I'm going to be explaining to you guys how to deal with that, and how to actually get through that, and how to actually manifest what you want to manifest fast and easily, okay? Let me fix it. Let me show the games. Let me hold on. Let me show the games real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Your body is a physical manifestation of your mind. There's a lot of manifestation coaches out there that be looking like shit. I actually practice what I preach internally and physically. Okay? And as y'all know, I do own multiple businesses. I actually own a personal training business, and I own a consciousness business, which is Omniverse IP. Okay, so I went to school for this. This is what I study. I'm official. You can find me on Google, all that. Okay, but anyways, I'm gonna explain to y'all how to get past that little time barrier shift that happens sometimes when you manifest. Okay, so I manifested 20,000. Well, it was $33,000 the first 2 weeks of this month, but I had to pay my employees who only profited about 23K, which is still cool, right? But before I reached this new height of 20K, I was making like 10K some months, and some months I was making like 1K, but there was a little like time barrier before I went from making like 1,000, 5,000, like my highest month was 10K a month, to the 20K a month, okay? And now I'm explaining to y'all how I got past that, and how you can do it for if you're trying to get 20K a month, or even $1 million, and like so on, okay? So this is how that works, okay? So first of all, you have to understand reality in the fourth dimension, all right? Why do things take time to happen anyways, okay? And that is because of the law of gestation, or you can say it's because of the fourth dimension. We have a fourth dimension to our reality, which is space-time. Go watch my other videos on my spiritual playlist where I explain all the dimensions, okay? But what happens is, when you have something that you're visualizing or you're creating in your internal world, right, that manifests down through reality until it gets to this third plane that we're on, okay? And then it doesn't just manifest through you, it manifests through everything and everybody and the whole universe, literally. Like, you changing your thought affects the whole universe, okay? Gets kind of complicated, but you have to understand the way that the multiverse and like the omniverse works, all right? So, now, when that happens, right? When you start to influence the universe, things move and like change and like stuff like that, literally. So it's like how if I wanted to go, like let's say if I wanted to manifest me walking backwards, right? Starting from here to me moving backwards, there was an amount of time that passed. Okay. Now what we're trying to do when we're manifesting is we're trying to make this happen faster. Okay. And now the cool thing is when you're using manifestation is you can actually do that, and you can do it a lot better than you probably think that you can, and you can manifest a lot faster than you probably think that you can, because you're using your mind versus if like you're just only using your like hands. Like let's say if like you had to go and like physically like you had to physically go talk to 1 million people and like sell them personal training or like something like that, versus you manifesting it and them coming to like you, it's gonna take you a lot more time to physically go and do something than just manifesting it. Okay, so that's also one thing that you really want to keep in mind. So now, here's what actually happens when you start to manifest. I'm gonna go with like money because that's one of the things that I'll talk about a lot on my channel. Okay, so when you're manifesting, like let's say you're manifesting, because I just hit 20K with the first 2 weeks, so I'm gonna use that example. Let's say you're trying to manifest 20K, right? What's gonna happen is reality is gonna start to change. So people are gonna start to be doing different things around you. Don't worry about that, okay? You're gonna start to change. You're gonna literally start to do different things, okay? Now here's what happens though. You start to change and you start to do different things, and you start to question like, cause you want that 20K. Like first of all, you may ask like, where is the 20K, or am I doing the right thing? Or you may ask like, what do I got to do to get the 20K? Which is all bad stuff, and especially the last one. The last one is probably the main one that will get you, because it seems like the right thought to have, right? Like, Like, what can I do to now get to the goal that I'm manifesting? But that's where you start to get the wavering energy, because you've already done what you need to do to get to the 20K. Now, all you have to do is maintain that. So what I mean is, all you have to consciously do is is visualize or affirm whichever technique that you use and hold that in your state of being. That's all you have to do. Now, your subconscious mind is gonna make you do things automatically without you having to figure it out. You don't have to figure it out. You're gonna do. Actually, you can't figure it out, because it's like you're like heartbeat. Like how you can't make your heartbeat subconsciously and be aware of it. Because once you do that, you become conscious of it, and then you start making your heartbeat. Okay, so that's why you just don't worry about that. You want to let your subconscious mind take control, because that's the part of the let's just say that's the part of the mental computer that can do things that you consciously at this time can't even fathom to do or put together to get to your goal. And why is that? Because your conscious mind is limited to this right here. Okay, now your subconscious mind is free to everything. It's already free. All right, so that's why it's important to do that. Now, when you have faith, that's what you're putting faith into. You're putting faith into your subconscious mind, so your subconscious mind can do what it needs to do. Now, you knowing that is already going to get you your manifestations, okay? And it's going to already get you your manifestations a lot faster. Now, let's say if you're doing everything correctly, right? You're doing everything correctly, like you're doing exactly what I told you. And the funny thing is, if you're doing exactly what I told you, what I'm about to tell you shouldn't happen. But let's say for some strange reason, this does happen, right? I'm going to tell you what to do, okay? So let's say you're doing everything, like literally for some reason doing everything that I told you to do, but for some reason 20K hasn't hit yet, right? What you have to do is you have to tell your own self, as soon as that thought come into your mind, that's not true. I did hit 20K. And not only did I hit 20K, I hit 20K like 3 weeks ago. And now that's a very strong affirmation, that 3 weeks ago stuff, because what you're doing is you're revising all that happened to where you feel like it took you too long to get to that goal. And then so what that does is so I'm gonna let you in on like a little bit of secrets, okay? There's something called a positron, okay? When you understand like the way the energy flows, you can start to manipulate it, and you can change your like past, okay? And it's very important if you want things to manifest faster in the present to do certain work in the past, because like as of right now, all the events in your past have led you up to where you're at now. So when you start to change the stuff that happened in your past, you can start to change what you're experiencing now. And now sometimes when you're manifesting, that's not needed, because you're just usually pushing forward. But if you've been manifesting, like you have been constantly manifesting, and you've been experiencing difficulties, that's when it's important to take advantage of the concept of revision. Because the reason why you was experiencing those difficulties was because your subconscious mind was, to make it very, very simple, was still rendering that manifestation into reality, okay? Sometimes that happens, and the reason why is because you're literally changing reality, okay? And like I said, you do have that fourth dimension, so energy does have to flow. Now, when you do that vision, what you're doing is you're basically closing that little, I call it a phase space that happened between you and your goal. So now, when you do everything that I told you, plus that, you're going to get your goal. Before you know it, like you're going to just be aware of it. Like you're going to be like, oh shit, I hit the 20K. And you're like, damn, like da-da-da. Because it works that fast and it's that simple. And I don't want to go any more into that, because anything else that I can say on that, I feel like will just start to confuse you. It's that simple, okay? So that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope that y'all like that. Make sure you like and subscribe. My last live had like 300 people in there, and like only half of y'all followed me. So make sure that you follow me, like and subscribe. Also, I am doing coaching calls right now. I have my coaching calls information on my Instagram. My Instagram is Kwame George, QUAMANE GRGE, or you can search in K9 Gains and you will get my own page. I am doing coaching calls, and as y'all know, I do own a actual personal training business, and you can find that on Instagram at Body by K9. And if you want to get right mentally and physically, go on and hit us up, and we're gonna get you right, okay? But thank you guys for tuning in, and I really hope that a lot of y'all can really take advantage of the information that I'm teaching and change your life, because consciously, I mean, collectively, we're in a consciousness shift, and some people are going certain places, and some people are going other places. But my goal is to help a lot of y'all go in the same direction that I'm going, and that's towards wealth, abundance, and just happiness. Because I've been manifesting for a while, and I've manifested very, very successfully. I have a beautiful fiance, I have multiple businesses. I'm 23 years old. I live on my own. I'm very, very well off financially. So it's like, I just want to bring you guys with me, man, and that's just facts. And obviously, I'm going to profit a little bit too on your way. I mean, that's part of the manifestation. All right, think about that. But all right, y'all. I'm out. Y'all stay up and keep making them canine games.